Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jertrice for those of you who do not know me. And on my previous video, I jumped straight in and did not give you guys the opportunity to get to know me. So in this video, I want to answer a few questions. I want to do the tag me to give you guys the chance to get to know me, who I am, what I'm about, some of the things I stand for, and just who you will be following along on this YouTube journey. So let's get into it. I wrote down a few questions. I didn't ask any of you to send in any questions. Anybody who follow me on Instagram, I didn't ask you guys to send questions. I've watched a few of these. So what I did was just take some of the questions and combine the ones that I thought was interesting, and I thought this would just be a great way for you guys to get to know me and get to know who you'll be following on this journey. So I'm hoping that you will decide to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and let's just become a part of this positive, dope community over here, okay? So let's get started. So, first question, because of course you're probably wondering, well, girl, what you doing up on here? So, I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I think it's a great hobby, first of all, and it's something to do outside of work and my child, just something to keep me busy and keep me creative. And that's another thing. It's a creative outlet for me. I love things that make me think outside the box, or that just gets my creative juices flowing. In my downtime, I love to write. So this is just another outlet for me, a way to be creative, a way to reach out to people. I'm a people's person, so I love communicating with others. I love to build ideas off of other people. I love to feel a sense of community. I think that, social media could be a scary thing because so many people have different ideas, or because people don't think how you think, they tend to judge you based on that. But for me, I also think that it could be a good thing because you can find other people who may be experiencing some of the same things you are, or going through some of the same things that you are going through. And so you guys can help each other through that. Sometimes we don't find that in our own communities. So social media is a good thing in that aspect. How tall am I? I am 5'6", and been this height forever. I don't think it changed. I don't think it will change. Where am I from? I'm from Alabama, a very, very small town in Alabama, but born and raised. My family's still here, and it was okay. It's okay. I don't think it's like exactly like how people make it in the movies, the Sweet Home Alabama, where we so country. Every part of Alabama is not like that. But I'm a country girl, but it's not like y'all see it in the movies, or they try to portray it in the movies all the time. My favorite movie. Now, see, this is a tricky question because I feel like you gotta put some categories out there, So if we're talking love, romantic, those classics like Love Jones, Love and Basketball, you definitely have to throw those in there. Poetic Justice, see, that can go in a few categories, but I'm gonna put it in the love category because I just love Tupac and Janet Jackson in that. Now we talking comedy. Friday. Listen, I can watch Friday all day, every day. Put it on rerun and not get tired. Laugh every time. I love a good laugh, y'all. Menace to Society. Gosh, it's so many. It's too many. Anything with Kevin Hart. I mean, I'm just a Kevin Hart fan. Dave Chappelle. The Kings of Comedy stand up. Listen, what y'all know. Some of y'all probably just on the new, but I have a lot of favorite movies. I can't just pick one because, well, I just can't. I'm a movie fanatic. That's what I do. This is what I do. But what's my favorite show right now? I see a lot of the what's your favorite Netflix shows. Right now, I am, and never mind my nails, they're a mess. I'm not going to get them done right now. But yeah, they're a mess. But I talk with my hands, so just stay with me, girl. Stay with me. But my favorite show right now, I'm binge watching a lot of the old shows that they're putting on Netflix. They're bringing back like Moesha. I've been binge watching that. The Game. Been binge watching The Game. I love Derwin and Melanie. I really do hope that they bring that show back because I need that in my life. Like, I need it in my life. I love that show. Yeah, just I've been watching a lot of those. If you guys have found some, tell me what y'all watching because I've been looking for some new ones, but I'm still up on The Game. But I'm not able to watch, like, I don't watch a whole lot of TV because I just try to stay busy. If I'm sitting there watching TV, I'm not doing anything. But I haven't been watching a lot of it. But and All of Us, I found that on YouTube. Been watching it on YouTube. Oh, a fun fact about me. My birthday is on tax day. A lot of y'all hate my birthday. But I was born on April 15th. So you have until my birthday to get your taxes done. Don't say I ain't tell you. Don't say I ain't warn you. Don't say that this wasn't your reminder. Oh, and my son. Oh, we'll bring that in. I am a mother of one. I have a son. His name is Cameron, and that's him right there. Right there. It is my baby, y'all. He's 4. I had him in 2016. And it does not even seem like that's been 4 years ago. So if y'all have any little bitty babies that you just had, man, when they say time goes by, it goes by. And he's still like my baby, but it's like the years are just flying by. But that is my baby. And I want to get into vlogging on here. Maybe. I don't know. You know, it's a little tricky when I'm putting my child out there, y'all. I'm a little overprotective of my baby, but I love him. He's so smart. So funny. So if he does get to get on here, man, he's funny, y'all. My favorite food, I would have to say pizza and chicken. I literally can eat, I eat chicken all the time. So, but, oh, and something I do not eat. I've let go of pork. I don't eat pork. And I'm slowly trying to get into vegan. Now, it's a journey because I love food. I'm such a foodie, but I notice when I don't have meat, when I cut out the dairy, I feel so much better. There's definitely I notice that like my body really prefers, you know, just the processed food. You know how it just makes you feel horrible. So we can cut out. I'm cutting out a lot of that, but I definitely do notice a difference. So that's why I've been considering going vegan now. Don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that. Do not hold me to that. Cause it's hard. It's been hard. My career, I work in mental health. I've been doing it for about 4, 5, 6 years, somewhere in there. But the position I hold now, I have not always had that. I started in direct service, and if you work in mental health, you know what that means. I work in direct service with them, and I love the field. I love the field. I am considering going back and switching careers, going back to get a higher degree and switching careers. So stay tuned for that and just follow me on that journey. But I do love what I do. That don't always mean you love the people you work with, but I do love what I do. That's another story for another time, different video. Biggest fear. Snakes. Don't do snakes. Don't do those. I just don't. And being raised in a country, you would think I'm used to it, because I mean it's just something they do. Like my dad, you know, they kill snakes all the time. It's just something they do. I don't fool with them. I let them have their space. I see them, I'll just let them go on about their business in hopes that they'll do the same for me and let me go on about my business, because, you know, I ain't trying to get in the way of them. You know, I'm trying to stay out the way. I just don't. Yeah, I don't do them. I don't do them. Am I an introvert or an extrovert? Now, I love adventure, but I'm like, can you be like somewhere in the middle? Like, cause I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle, because I love being I love being home. Like, I love being home, and I love my quiet time. Whenever I get my quiet time, because, you know, if you have kids, you know, you don't get a lot of that. But then I do like to go out and hang out, and I'm into that space now where I'm traveling so much more. Man, y'all, if it's a place you want to go, it's been on your mind. Some people don't even travel outside of their community. Like, some people have literally never been to another side of the city where they're from. Do it. Like, do it. It's nothing like it. So before, like when I was younger, I was super introverted. But I think as I've grown older, I'm coming out of that. But I'm still somewhere in the middle. I don't know if you could be somewhere in the middle, but that's where I am. My dream job. This is funny. I think when you were a kid, you do, like, you say, oh, I want to be this, or I want to be that, and it changed a few times. School wise, I wanted to be a pharmacist. But that thing that I've always wanted to do, and you know how you listen to people and people say, well, go to college, and I did, but I always wanted to be an actress. I always wanted to act. That was that thing that just stuck with me, and somewhere along the lines, like, I just, let it go. But coming up, I always, that was my dream job, being an actress. I wanted to do that. Let's see, role models. I didn't have celebrity role models. Now, there are people that I admire. Beyonce, Queen Bee, who don't who don't love them some Queen Bee. Oprah. I tend to fall in love with the story of people, if that makes sense. Knowing her humble beginnings, and I think she grew up in Mississippi, and what she has been able to accomplish. Tyler Perry. Y'all, I was on Tyler Perry before the world was on Tyler Perry. Like, when he was just doing plays, that was my family. Like, that was our time to laugh. Like, if we were into it, especially me and my oldest brother, like, and we ain't talking about it. We just sat down and watched Tyler Perry. And to this day, last year, before all this craziness happened with COVID and we had to stop traveling, I got to experience a play. And when I tell y'all, it was just like full circle for me, because I grew up watching him. He is such an inspiration for me, because not even beyond, he's at billionaire status right now, and that is truly, truly amazing. And to see that, you can't help but to thank God for that, knowing his story, knowing his journey, and where he was to where he is now. Like, he was homeless on the very next exit from his studio. And I think God speaks through people. Like, he will bless you in a way that will blow your mind. Your right now is not your end. But let me bring it back. That's not this video, but I hope, take that from this. Like, your right now, if you're going through it and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, keep going. Keep going. Because that mess that you're in, gotta use that thing, man. And it'll come full circle. I definitely would say he, it was definitely an inspiration. Everything he's accomplished. Like, he was homeless, but he kept faith. He kept going. But my favorite part is he brought God. He didn't get everything and lose God. He didn't get everything and shy away from it. He brings God into everything that he does, and he gives behind the scenes and don't make a fuss about it. That's beautiful. I love that about him. But my role models, man, I come from a long line of strong women, strong Black women. I come from that lineage of strong Black women. My grandmother. When I tell y'all, I learned about family, about the love of family, about a hard-working woman from my grandma. Man, my work ethic, my love for my family, she was a great cook, y'all, but just those morals, those principles about how to keep God first in my life, and no matter where I go, take God with me. My faith, she taught me the importance of having faith and never shying away, never swaying away, never letting hard times get in the way of you keeping your faith. My grandmother, my mom, my mom. I look at her and I see strength, but I also see the beauty in being vulnerable, the beauty in not always having to have this persona of having it together, not always having to pretend that we have it all together. My mom taught me the importance of a sisterhood, the importance of not only going through, but growing through. My mom and my grandma taught me the lessons, that in everything that you go through, there's a lesson in that. But it's up to you to either see it that way or to only see it as a bad thing. Because everything we go through in life is not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes you're in that season to get the lesson in that season. My mom and my grandma, y'all, I have other strong women around me, but I got to see that knee high, like coming up, being raised up in it, and I'm forever grateful. My grandmother has, transitioned and going on. When I tell you, I miss her every day. But that's, those were my role models. But don't get me wrong, there are great women out here doing amazing, amazing things. And it's a beautiful thing to see, women and men. But I think I've rambled on, and it's already almost 20 minutes in, so I'm going to let y'all go. But I hope that you will join this community, that you will comment, like. I hope that you'll subscribe. And I hope that you'll come back so that we can continue to get to know one another. You know, drop something in the comment box about yourself, and let's just keep on this journey together. I get to know you, you get to know me, but let's keep it positive. So we don't do none of that other stuff over here. Thank y'all, and I hope to see you back here. Y'all have a good day.